Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you everyone that's joined so far, do appreciate it. Hello Eric the Crazy Viking, hello Lone Wolves, exciting 3 subs away from 700. Hope you get there tonight, mate, that'll be awesome. Hey Tobias, welcome in, thank you for joining. And Bearded Dude 69, welcome my friend, hope your Monday is going well. So we're starting a new gameplay. We are in Saxlingham and we have inherited our grandfather's butter factory. But what we might do is we might head down to the butter factory, show you what we've inherited. And I managed to find this mod where the wheel is on the correct side for English roads. I'm stoked. Not too sure how good a mod it is, but we will find out. The wheel's on the correct side for England, that's for sure. And hello Farmer Harry, welcome in, thank you for joining. And we'll just have a quick look at the signs. Big thank you, RJ, for those signs. They look absolutely awesome. Farmer Harry, I believe Saxlingham will be coming to Xbox. It's currently only available on Farm Sim Brisco's itch.io page, but he has put it into Giants, so they are currently testing it, I believe, or hope so, and hoping to be able to see it on console fairly shortly. It is a stunning map. So around this area is a few vacant lots. So we've got an oil mill there, and we have here my grandfather's butter factory. So the trouble was he had trouble getting enough milk for the butter factory. So I have decided to lease a dairy farm. So at least I've got a good supply of milk for the butter factory. So give you an idea of our finances. So the first loan is basically the monthly repayments for the lease. The second loan is we had to borrow £500,000 to fix the butter factory up and get it working again properly, and the £2 million over 5 years was to fit out the dairy farm with equipment. The local class dealer was very kind in sourcing equipment for us. Mainly second hand, although we have got a couple of new pieces, but most of it is second hand. So as you can see, we've got quite a hefty monthly repayment, £43,298. That's what we have to find every month. So it's not going to be easy. You live very close to Norfolk. Oi, awesome, Farmer Harry. It's a beautiful area. Look, better drive on the correct side of the road. I'm used to driving on other maps. So we'll get back to the farm. And I'll show you our dairy operation. Yeah, those signs look awesome. And definitely, by all means, everybody, check out Lone Wolf's channel. If you haven't subbed yet, he's only 3 away from 700. You're in Lincolnshire. Oh. Right, I have never been to the UK to know where different areas are, but yeah. So we have got a greenhouse which is doing some lettuces and strawberries. The usual stuff. And yes, we've got a little Land Rover in there. So what we've got here is we've got a big cow barn which we'll use to house the cows in over the winter time. So during the summertime, cows will be out in the fields and living their best lives. And every day the cows come in for milking along the cow race. So not sure if it's like this in the UK, but in New Zealand we rarely have cow sheds because our winters don't get cold enough. We don't have snow here. So the cows actually stay out all winter. And they come into the milking shed every day. And the way they travel along is every farm has, we call them cow races. So basically they're tracks that cows travel down, and they will travel up and down this track to get milked. They're actually very smart animals. So just to the right there you see we've got another cow barn. That's to house our younger stock over winter time. In the meantime, they're in the shed, in the paddock, living their best lives. To the left here we have some beef stock, which we will probably sell off just before winter. This is the cow race here. Now we've got a field of maize over there, which we will be harvesting and putting into the silo for silage. And just along here, we've got our cows. Jump the fence. We've got a couple of fields. These are the fenceless pastures mod, which also allows milking, so you can put milk cows in here and get milk from it. So we're sort of emulating. We will pick milk up from here, but a lot of it we just have to imagine that it's that we're grabbing it from the cow shed. There's just certain limitations to the game. And one of the other limitations is we have the herdsman stick. It's in the back of the side-by-side there, and we'll load the cows into that, and when we want to take them back to the main shed, so it's just going to be a matter of imagining that you've got a big herd of cows in front of you as you're driving the side-by-side to get the cows back into the shed. So we've got everything gated and fenced, so the cows basically just have one way to go. Hey Scott, welcome in. Thank you for joining. We are on 4-day months. Got our little farm bridge here. We've actually got a bit of a busy month. We have to plant canola because we're providing canola for our factory as well. We have to probably plant some winter wheat, although we might wait and do some oat at beginning of spring. And just there we've got our calf rearing pens. So we can hold about 30 calves. So as they grow older, we'll probably cycle some of the older milk cows out. And when they have baby calves, we can put them back in here. So we've got this field up here. And the field just ahead. Also have this field. Of course, we've got our sheds, got our equipment. Got a smallish grass field just to the left of us. And just ahead is another field of ours. So it's all land that we've leased. So I've leased possibly a little bit less than the average dairy farm in the UK. And the price is about what a co-pilot has told me a dairy farm would be leased for in the UK per acre. Worked out how many acres I've got and calculated that out, and then worked out that first loan for the lease payments per month. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to go and grab some milk. So it's a fairly big field, so we've had to go for some fairly big equipment. It's the reason for the massive loan. So yes, we've got mainly class equipment, as we expected, considering that they were finding second-hand equipment for us. They were probably going to be on the lookout for more class stuff. Normal. Hey Lewis, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So a lot of the equipment is in need of repair. We'll have to get round to repairing it. So that's a bit of extra cost. Dealership was great in finding equipment, not so great in fixing it for me. So the map is Saxlingham. Hey, Kiwi Gaming, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. So there's a lot of gates along here to open and close. So the roads are a bit bumpy. I hope everyone's Monday has gone well. Managed to survive my first day at work, so that's always a plus. I've been working a bit on this map. Setting it all up took some time. So we have got workers on the farm. I will be getting the workers to do a bit of the planting and possibly a few contracts as well. I think we need to do some contracts initially anyway, just so that we can keep our payments up. Because even though we've got 143,000 in the bank, that's not 3 months worth of payments. So yeah, it's not going to be easy, especially over winter time. So there is a mod that supposedly takes the milk away and distributes it. Haven't installed that yet. Know whether it's going to work or not. Might be something I explore a bit later on. We'll get this milk dropped off. Then we might start one of the workers on a contract. Maybe start another one on some seeding. Need to plant canola in. And then I want to make some TMR bales. Be easier to feed the troughs out here with bales than to take the TMR mixer out. So Farm Sim Brisco's done an absolutely brilliant job of this map. If he ever watches this, I hope he doesn't mind the little edits I've done. And thank you to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope you're having a great day. Of course, just down here is the very famous ford. Absolutely beautiful spot. Hello AI Farmer, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I'm here on Saxlingham. Inherited my grandfather's butter factory and leased a farm to provide milk for it. So those are my 2 fields, they're quite large. Drop this milk off at the butter factory and we'll start our first production of butter since it's been repaired. Exciting stuff. I've actually got every version of class that's available on ModHub. So, so this is actually the 570. I've got the 800 series and the 900 series. Yes, AI Farmer, I'm driving a class. Not very UK-ish, but it is a class dealership in the area, so I thought it made sense that I would have class. So we've got canola oil and milk, and just milk butter as well. So now that that's started, we should see some goods slowly arrive. Finally showing some good taste. Hey, don't you knock Massey Ferguson. Glass wouldn't be as useful if it wasn't for the Massey Ferguson system. The system that all tractors use now. Hey Gintis, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, did miss you there. Hey RJ, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to see you here. That screen is right in the way when you're trying to see. Hey Cher, welcome in. Great to see you. Hope your Monday's going well. Here you go, RJ. Got the signs up. Hey Bart, how are you? Welcome in. Hey Gintis, no, I am from New Zealand, so but yeah, I do like the English maps. We don't have any New Zealand maps at the moment, although there is one being made. I do know of one being made. I'm not sacked, then yesterday was fun. Yeah, it's always a plus. Yeah, so it's currently just after 8 PM New Zealand time at the moment. Might go. Need some good Aussie maps too. We do, mate. Definitely. Now let's see. We should have fertilizing contracts. Go. Yeah, and we've got a spraying contract as well. But go for the fertilizing at the moment. Contract. And don't worry, I won't be doing the fertilizing. We've got one of the workers to do that for us. Hey, Dust Bunny, welcome in. Hope your Monday's going well, or starting well. So I couldn't resist, I had to get the Fent sprayer. I will have to invest in some liquid fertilizer. Oh, you want a tractor tour? Yeah, we can do that. Get this started. No new mods yet? Oh, that's alright then. Yeah, those magpies are noisy. Right, let's see what we've got in the way of liquid fertilizer. And just round the back here. You heard the infamous Miss RJ gate sound. Just realised my farm is from Massey's, mostly in FS22. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had a farm that was all Massey. Had a lot of fun on that one. So the dealership's got a Merlot that we can use. You got a load of silage, you cows will be happy. Great to hear, Share. Wherever I can, Massey's all the way. Yeah, I thought about Massey's for this one, but I've already done a Massey one, so I thought it might be good to go with something a bit different. So that's why I went for the Class. Mainly because we had a Class dealership. Fortunately, it wasn't a John Deere dealership. Would have made things a little bit awkward. You used to have a farm with all JDs a very long time ago. Fair enough, mate. Might have to come and pick the stuff up later. At the moment we've got sprayer full of spray. Like I say, this isn't going to be watching me spray all session. That's what we have workers for. Now this isn't an FS Farmer stream. I don't have course play or auto drive activated. I will have to manually drive to all the different locations. Okay, so it's locations. Got one there, and yeah, one there. Close. Go to 2 first. Hey LeQuack, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. There is the first farm you start on if you missed my turning. Still finding my way around the area. Okay, here it is. Totally went round the wrong way. Ben David Morgan, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. Just enjoying the stunning map Saxlingham from Brisco Farm. Oh, Farm some Brisco. There we go. Get the name right. Hey, and welcome to our 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Thank you for joining. Hey, John R. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Okay, so farm tour. So we've got our class 570. We've got our class 470. It's just our little farm yard runaround tractor. Just got some fairly standard equipment there. It is an amazing map, John. Okay, so we have the class 960 TerraTrack. I just happened to like it. So it was definitely a no-brainer to grab that one. Although it is a bit slow. If I needed a bigger tractor. Okay, so we do have the class Jaguar. We've got that for our maize silage. We've got the class Lexian 890. So we did go for the bigger, slightly more expensive equipment. Okay, so we do have an 870 class. And we've gone for a 960 wheeled version just in case we need a bit more speed, a bit more power. Also gone for a groan mower. I will, mate. I will have to treat myself to a Massey. Maybe the old Massey. I like that one. That's what we got there, and tucked up in here we've got Fiat right-hand drive truck and a Volvo over from the continent with the steering wheel on the wrong side, but the way it is at the moment. Hopefully Giants will fix that with the Mercedes. Hello Brady Rimmer, welcome in, thank you for joining. And just up here, final piece of equipment is the Goval basically in place stationary baler. So we've got that. We've got a shed load of straw bales. Yeah, the equipment I got was all second hand. So they've all got hours on them. They've all got wear and tear on them. So, yeah. And we do have some straw, hay, and silage bales in there. So we did lease the farm as a going concern. And of course we've got hay making equipment there. So the idea is to pick everything up in the pickup wagon and take it over to the stationary baler and have the baler bale it. Right now, I think we need to get some canola in. We'll probably get a worker in on that one as well. And I want these 2 fields done with canola. That should give us enough canola with a little bit left over, hopefully, with for the canola oil, so that we can make our butter with it. Rocket scientist, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Monday's going well. Yes, it is a knuckling seeder. It's direct drill. What I like. Not something I've used very often. Doesn't have fertilizer, so but it does direct drill in. Stu Wallace, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's going well. Good to hear, Rocket. I'm going to go and grab the Goval stationary baler and bring it over here so we can make some silage bales. So I looked up the average number of cows on a UK farm, and basically I've pretty much got what they're saying an average UK dairy farm would have. So I've tried to keep it as close to real as possible. Of course, Giant's payment system may not, you know, be as realistic as what it could be. I have set it on normal economy rather than easy. I usually play in easy. But I thought maybe normal might make it a bit harder. Dahai map I'm actually doing on hard, so but I don't have a massive repayments like I do on this map. we'll be paying $2 million off over 5 years. So, yeah. Oh, we also have a JCB telehandler in there. I was tempted to get a class telehandler, but I also wanted the Merlot, and I thought the JCB just fitted the map quite nicely as well. So in the end, I went for the JCB and went for the Merlot in the class. For the class shop. Now, hold that. Yeah, fair enough, Scott. Know that feeling. You have a good night, my friend. Try not to work too hard tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Hey, we're up. We've got another couple of subscribers. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope you're having a great day. I haven't done silage bales, not silage, TMR bales before, so it'll be a bit of fun. It's actually quite a nice shed. It's very, very similar to Tom Pemberton's shed. So he's done quite a good job of it. Especially to make it a standalone mod. So I did look up what Saxlingham meant, because that's the kind of nerd I am. And Saxlingham translates from Old English roots and translates to homestead or village of Saxels or Saxhelm's people. The name likely refers to a settlement founded or inhabited by the followers or descendants of a person named Saxel or Saxhelm. It appears in the Domesday Book of 1086 under the names Saxlingham and Saxlingham, indicating its long-standing presence in English history. And Also there, some interpretations suggest a connection to the seax, a type of Anglo-Saxon war axe, implying the people of Saxlingham may have been warriors or carried such weapons. So yeah, bit of history about the name. Sorry, but I found that quite interesting. Now let's go into here. I want to... So the mixer we've got... Could take 2 of each bale. Always good to have some history. Yeah, there's always history with English names, that's for sure. Quite often going back to Saxon times and maybe even Roman times. Played a prominent role in a Netflix series too. Ah, which one was that? AI? How's that mix looking? Yeah, probably don't want to put another straw one in there. Turn it on. The Last Kingdom. Yep. Here we go. TMR. I thought it would have been TMR bales would have been wrapped, but it doesn't look like they are. Okay, so he's finished that one. Get him down to the upper field. Probably been enough to pay for the fertilizer. And I know what I forgot to do. I don't want to buy anything. AFS Farmer, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I have made it to Saxlingham. Hey, that one guy, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Can you do some real gameplay and truck driving? Oh, we will be eventually, but not now. Probably going to go back and load up some more silage bales, TMR bales, and we'll get this guy started. Another contract. Yeah, Vikings did settle in England and bit of havoc. They also made it down to Ireland, or across to Ireland. It's some of the reason why English language is so confusing at times because English language is made up of old Saxon words, Roman words, Greek words, Viking words, Latin, all mixed in together. Oh, and French. Can't forget the French with the Normans. There we go. We've got to watch the water. I never get tired of that. That's just... yeah. Somewhere up here. Yep, there we go. Up on that corner there. So... yeah, it's a Germanic language, but it's actually closer to Frisian in the Netherlands. In fact, someone that studies Old English can quite often understand someone talking in Frisian. They have a different dialect to actual Dutch. Sorry, bit of a nerd when it came to languages. I actually watched a documentary show about English, and they were basically saying that English is a fairly unique language in that it readily adopted words from other languages. So when the English went out on their little jaunts around the world to settle in other places, they would quite often adopt the words of the local area, and it would become part of the English lexicon. Like words like canoe and other ones. Yeah, I vaguely remember you that one guy. Yeah, sorry mate, I haven't got Discord up. Have you? Is it a PM on Discord? Is it? Hey, Crofter. Yes, yes, you're right there. Welcome in, Crofter. Thank you for joining. Yep, I'm good. That one guy. Right, let's get back into this. Yeah, that one guy, playing FS22, I'm not sure. There's a lot happening in FS25. Yeah, going back to FS22 might be a bit tricky, especially when it comes to streaming. Some of the audience can be a fickle bunch and just want the latest and greatest all the time. So, yeah, I enjoyed FS22. I actually enjoy FS25 as well. Yeah, so I'm playing on PC. But the Scottish aren't sure about that one, AI. Go and grab a couple of straw bales from the other barn, bring them down here, and maybe do another 2 loads. Not too sure how much feed the cows will go through. Yeah, that one guy, if you want to check back on my videos, I actually did a trip down memory lane video where I went around my FS22 map and looked at a whole lot of different maps that I'd set up. Might enjoy that one. how I'd set up my farms. Let's check on our workers. Okay, he's still doing his thing. Like he's just about finished. Hey Miriam, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hey, and thank you to our 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. 1,301 subscribers now. 1.3k of subscribers. That's absolutely astonishing. Thank you, everyone. Hey, hello Crofter, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hey Lequack, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the series. We've just started. Hey Macam, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great Monday. see, how many bales have we got? Ten bales. Yeah, but we're talking history of way back that time. Weren't much mixing going on, more chopping heads to keep the world population level. Yeah, mate. Hey Klaus, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. We are on Saxlingham and we are currently making TMR bales. And just so you guys know, basically I have inherited a butter factory from my grandfather. So I have decided to lease a dairy farm to provide enough milk for the butter factory. So the leasing costs worked out to be about 1,300 and about 1,300 per month. So that's what that loan is over 30 years. That is emulating the leasing cost. I had to borrow £500,000 to basically get the dairy factory back up to spec. So we've got that at 5,000 per month, and we borrowed over 5 years £2 million to buy all the kit that we needed for the dairy farm. That's over 5 years, and that's come to 36,913 per month. Means in total we have outgoings of 43,298 every month. And I'm not too sure how much butter and lettuces and strawberries I'm going to produce every month. So we'll just have to wait and see. So we may be relying on contracts and maybe selling some wheat. We have got a silo full of wheat that we can sell. So we might have to rely on some of that. I'm still getting an idea of what we're going to need in the way of silage and grass for the cows. If I run out of silage and grass, that means that I'm going to have to buy TMR in, and that's not going to be cheap. Little tired, worked yesterday on a show for Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Wow, that takes me back. That is a blast from the past. It's still going. Wow, that's amazing. Your voice on YouTube is double. Am I getting an echo, Klaus? Hey, welcome to a new subscriber. Thank you for joining. You're having a great day. Alright, net rolls. So I think I've got some net rolls in the other shed. Hey Jason, welcome in. Yeah, it's Central North Island, mate. Lingerwurzel Jack, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. The shed's going to be big enough to keep all the milking cows in over winter. That is the plan. It's a shame we don't have a milking parlour that's been modded that we could put in. It'd just be a decoration item, but you know, it's what you expect to see on a dairy farm, is a milking parlour. Sweet opened the show. It's still very good, although the average age of the band is quite high. I can imagine it'd be quite high. I'm getting old, and I was a kid when they were big. Look, we've got 22 bales of total mixed rations, so that's good. I think that'll probably do for a little while, hopefully. We'll find out, I guess. Hey, Richard Herbert, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And welcome to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Great to see you here. And you had the same trouble with sweet as you did 8 years ago when you first mixed it. Ah, sorry to hear that, mate. I like this bale, and the way they've got the shed set up is just perfect for setting the baler up to just auto load into the sheds. Now, I probably need to go and manage my worker on the sprayer. Put this back. Okay, select that contract. So that gives us a little bit of extra cash. You would think the TMR bales would be more brown. Yeah. Yeah, you would have done, but definitely that's definitely the colour they went with. Yeah, I used it a lot on my Hutan Pantai one. Basically doing the same thing with the the worker didn't even fold them up. Okay. Hard to get good help. Got a couple of grass fields that I need to fertilize. So I've decided to lease the land because obviously I'm on the Saxlingham estate and I can't imagine the Lord of the Manor wanting to let go of his land. So yeah, the story that came up in my head was that he had trouble finding a farm manager for his dairy operation, so he was happy to lease the entire dairy operation out, just so he could have some regular income coming in. So that's how we managed to lease the farmland on Saxlingham estate. So these sheds aren't ours. But that corn there is, that field there isn't. You're back. Cats fed and housework done. Congratulations, Cher. Well done. So just to have a look in the shed here, we've got Land Rover Defender. Left-hand drive though, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. But I did find a Ford Ranger that is right-hand drive, so just right for a UK map. I'm hoping that we will end up getting a few more in the future, especially with the Scottish map coming out. I'm really hoping Giants have some right-hand drive Mercedes. And thank you to everyone that has joined and watched. Checking to see. Oh, we've got 17 likes. Thank you everyone that's hit the like button. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't hit the like button yet, if you could, that would be great. That the Land Rover with no legroom? I think you might be right there, Crofter. Yeah, there's definitely a shortage of leg space in there, isn't there? Yeah, that is a very tight fit. Oh, we won't worry about it too much. Still a Land Rover. And it will do until a decent right-hand drive Land Rover comes out. Okay, on and do have some fairly small grass fields. Yeah, don't watch if you have epilepsy. Might just trigger it. The rescale edit of the original mod, but they forgot to scale the interior as well. But at least it's the correct size now. Yeah, it's funny, I actually thought it looked a little bit too small. Maybe the raptor's too big. I don't know. Yeah, mate. You're not wrong. Need to narrow the wheels down a bit through the gate. Okay, so it's just got the oilseed radish on it, so we can safely drive over that. Got another grass field here. Raptors are pretty big, especially when chasing you. Yeah, raptors usually chase you in packs too. Well, the velociraptors did anyway. Hey Lone, thank you so much for joining. Did you get your 700, mate? Everyone in the chats, check out Lone Wolves. He's nearly 700. So yeah, it'd be nice if we could get him over the 700. Here you go, people. 2 subs. Lone just needs 2 subs. And Eric the Crazy Viking just had a giveaway. Sorry I couldn't make it, Eric. I was at work, unfortunately. But yeah, Farmhand Andy got the big one, so that was nice. And check out AI Farmers as well. If you want to, FS Farmer as well. Does a lot with courseplay and auto drive. Definitely worth checking out. These are all great YouTubers, so definitely worth checking them out. I know Cajun quite often listens in while he's heading off to work. So we'll put Cajun's link in as well. He's got a good laid back stream. Definitely worth checking out. Yeah, good night, Lone. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. It wasn't the big one. That's yet to come. Oh, awesome, mate. You heard it here, folks. Sub to Eric the Crazy Viking. He's got a big giveaway happening sometime in the future. So, yeah, could be worth having that come up. So we'll go and put this bale net wrap back again. Might grab the bale forks and we will take some TMR bales down, and you guys can check out our cow race and our cow paddocks. Oh, that's very kind, Cher. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing it. Hey! Hey, Andrea Baldian, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Sure, why the sad faces? Yeah, and I'm sure he deeply appreciates it too, like I do. Just like any dairy farm, lots of gates to open and close. So I should actually find out. I'm sure someone's done a spreadsheet about it. I should find out how much TMR cows actually eat. Yeah, you gotta love autocorrect there, Cher. Definitely not. Okay, let's grab a couple of make a donation to your charity in my name, I will do that share. Hey, that farmer guy, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. We're just going to take these TMR bales down to the cow paddocks and feed them some TMR. The reason why I baled a TMR, I thought it might be easier to do it with bales than to try and pull a mixer wagon up to the trough there. Keep an eye on that for the young cows as well. We've sort of separated. We've got 6-month-old calves there. We've got newborn calves over there in the igloos. Over towards the right there, we've got a winter pen for the calves. So they won't get too cold, they'll be sheltered from the snow. You recommend Kiwi's Discord? Thank you, sir. I'll admit it's not something I do a lot on. Do try to keep up with everything and you know, try to reply if I can, but don't always. So we've got our beef stock there. So I think the idea with that is we will buy calves sort of in the spring and rear them up until late autumn and then sell them off. This is it's something that we have a lot on New Zealand dairy farms because we don't actually have cow sheds as such, because it doesn't get cold enough in winter. We don't get snow here, so the cows actually stay out all winter in the paddocks. So to milk, the cows will actually come down tracks like this, and they will end up at the milking parlour. So they'll walk from the fields that they're in to the milking parlour, and they'll do that twice a day. Yeah, cow race like that is quite normal in New Zealand. Don't know if it's something you see a lot in the UK, I'm not too sure, but I thought I'd do a bit of a hybrid New Zealand UK thing. Oh, what stopped me there? I just stopped dead for some reason. Probably should close the gate before the cows decide to take themselves for a walk. But they are pretty good. So these are the fenceless pastures mod. They have milk and auto watering, so don't have to worry about the watering, although with the new water silo, watering the cow pens isn't an issue now. The billion litres of water. We've got 3 fields here. Hey Richard, yeah, thank you. Hope you have a good day at work. Thank you for joining, appreciate it. Okay, so there's currently no milk production at the moment because I do have realistic milking enabled on it, so that means that every 6 AM and 6 PM the cows will be milked and then the milk level will fill up. So you don't get milk levels happening during the day, which sort of is sort of more realistic. Although I know on some robot farms now the cows will just milk themselves when they feel like it, which is quite good too. So yeah, the milk levels would change. So I suppose it depends on the type of farming. For this type of farming, 6 AM and a 6 PM milking would be more realistic. That's when you would grab the cows out of the paddocks here and take them down to the milking parlour. Like I say, it would be good if we could have a decorative mod milking parlour. I know one of the cow sheds has a milking parlour in it, but it didn't quite fit my needs, so I didn't use it. But yeah, it's all fully fenced along here so that the cows can't wander off everywhere. We do have that field over there, grass field, so might actually have a go at mowing it. Maybe make some more hay. Because that maize there is probably going to go into a bunker silo. Yeah, that farmer guy, this one's been quite popular on YouTube at the moment, but yeah. Hey, we've got 21 people watching, thank you so much. It was incredible last night. I actually had 60 people watching at the same time. That was definitely a record for me. I haven't actually been keeping an eye on it, but 22 is good numbers. So thank you to everyone. If you haven't hit the like button yet, if you could, that would be fantastic. Here we've got 19 likes so far, so close to that magical 20 likes. I always consider the stream to be a success if I have 20 plus likes. Go see how my worker's doing planting that field. Nola. I was going to mow the lawn, but look, oh, the lawn. Paddock for hay, but gonna rain. It's probably not a great idea. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, rain overnight, and I definitely wouldn't have it looking possibly good after 10 next day, so I might have to mow the paddock then. Hey, yeah, it was great share watching you mulch. And yeah, I don't know why you had trouble with the pre-harvester. That was strange. Let's go see how this work is doing. Hey, looks like he's finished it. Oh, maybe he hasn't finished it. What's he doing? What has he done? Loving the map, but still need to play it. Yeah, mate. This is actually my first night playing on it. I did play a little bit trying to set it up, but that was more with Colossus equipment, so that doesn't really count. Sorry, AI. But yeah, Colossus is great for setting up the maps. And I bet that AI worker has the audacity to charge me wages while they were sitting there stuck in the hedge. Steering assist is brilliant, share. I really missed it when I was doing that work for Crofter on Wasaka County. Reason it just wasn't working. Really do need to play this map. Just can't get away from the New Zealand map. What New Zealand map? Still waiting on Argsy to do his one. Hey, for planted. Like he's done an okay job. Yeah, steering assist on Farm Sim 22 would be brilliant. We did have the GPS mod. It wasn't too bad. And enhanced vehicle add-on was quite good as well. But yeah. I think both these fields of canola should be enough. Alright, we'll let him go, and hopefully they won't get themselves stuck in the shed from the hedge. Like I need to go over this with some lime. Hey, farmhand Andy, welcome in. Congratulations, mate. Might grab a tractor, our lime spreader. Yes, I'm well, thanks, Andy. Alright, so I think this tractor here will probably be about the right size. Like I say, the class dealer did well to find me some second-hand tractors. All needing a bit of work though, that's the problem. I have to find some money to repair them. Yeah, Rocket, that's the base game class. But it's got the special paint job on it. 50 years. But it's just the base game one. I'll take you in. Where is it? There we go. So it is just the Jaguar, but it's got the unstoppable paint job on it. Gives it the black instead of the white. So it is base game. And the header you can get in the same sort of color configuration as well. So yeah, I thought it looked really neat in that color configuration. It is a nice looking map. enjoying it a lot. Done a lot of I've done a bit of editing to it myself, not with Giant's editor, but just with laying down new tracks and fences and that sort of thing. Had to use object hider to hide some fences that were in the way, so that was a bit disappointing that we couldn't remove the fences, but fortunately, being on PC, there were some mods that allowed us to do that. And there we go, I put some signs up. There we go, so people know Kiwi Sim Farmer is here. And thank you, RJ, for that. So our butter factory's been churning out butter for most of the day. Wondering how much they have produced. Go for a spin round. Well, that's disappointing. None. So far it's produced just over half a pallet of butter. Yeah, thanks farmhand Andy. So I've inherited the butter factory from my grandfather. He had trouble getting a milk supply for his butter factory, so drive on the correct side of the road for the UK, which is the correct side of the road that I usually drive on. Definitely don't drive on the other side of the road around where I live. So yeah, I've inherited the butter factory from my grandfather. Had to take out a £500,000 loan to get it back up to scratch, and it took out a $2 million loan over 5 years for the equipment for the dairy farm, and I've leased the dairy farm. So in all, with the payments for the equipment, fortunately that was mainly second hand, so that was good. The payments for the equipment, the repayments for the factory, and the leasing costs, I'm paying nearly 44,000 per month. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, especially over winter. Yeah, I've done a couple of contracts and that hasn't even covered the costs yet. So, hey, how's it going? Yeah, all the different class. No TerraTrack patches. I thought they would have had a TerraTrack patcher. You made a New Zealand map. It's on your Facebook page. Ah, mate. Feel free to put the link in my Discord if you like. Always keen to check out a New Zealand map. So at the moment, I haven't gone for my favorite forks. Still the manual forks. So not too sure how long the lime will last for, how many trips I need to do. Now I know it's a class dealer and it probably should be a class telehandler, but I wanted to use the Merlot. It just stays here permanently as the yard one, so I'm just trying to do things a little bit differently on this game save. Instead of just rocking up to the bags and just filling up directly from the bags, I'm trying to load them in. Now, one thing I noticed is there doesn't seem to be a repair place at the dealership. I'm not sure. I have loaded the updated version, but I didn't make a new save game. So whether it's related to that, I don't know, or whether I'm driving on the wrong side of the road again. I'm used to being on the other side for most farm sim maps. It's terrible. Sorry, people. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's the fact that the map is it's not a new save game that has broken the repair, or whether there just isn't a repair place at that. I'm not too sure. Hey Isaac, yes, this is Saxlingham. Hey, catch you later there, Rocket. Yeah, there is a few class telehandlers, Crofter. I know. I think there's even one base game. The pair is in the shed where you picked up the Merlot. Ah, I haven't tried opening the doors on that shed, so maybe it is there. I'll have to see if I can open the doors. Yeah, so the map is Saxlingham. Okay, Isaac, so there is the link to the map in the description on the video. So it is Farm Sim Brisco's itch.io page at the moment, but he has put in for Giants to put into Mod Hub once I've done their testing and all that sort of thing. So and he is hoping that it will be available on Xbox and PlayStation as well. So yeah, so if you are interested and you have a PC, the link is in the description on the video. Here's a classic one somewhere. We'll find it and send it over. Hey, that'll be awesome. So yeah, that view's not too bad. Quite like it. And 24 on our horizontal stream. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you're having a great day. And wow, look away from the subscriber count and it flies up. Thank you to our 5 new subscribers. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. All for joining. Blue Zach, hello, welcome in. And Dawson, hello, welcome in. Thank you both for joining. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hello, Bara. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, but welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hey, Real Farmer. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Just put Blue Zach's link in the chat. Definitely check out his channel. Going to do a little bit of cheaty here. Got the worker doing the buying the lime now. He's having to go backwards and forwards too much. Hey, thanks Farmhand Andy, appreciate it. Hey, Jay's Virtual Gaming, how are you? Thank you for joining. Whoop. There we go. I've just put Jay's link in the channel as well. You're good? Awesome to hear there, Jay's. Great to see you here. Okay, we'll let him do his thing, and yeah, farmhand Andy, I've got AI buying it, so I won't have to keep going to the shop to buy lime, but it's going to cost me about the same. So how's this worker doing? Well, he hasn't got stuck in a hedge yet, so that's got to be a plus. Got some rolling to do. Once it sprouts, some spraying. With the big fields, that's why I went for the bigger equipment. It cost me a bit, but I felt like I needed the bigger equipment. You know, imagine trying to plant this field with a 3 meter. Just be a bit tricky. Take far too long. Yeah, Jays, I'm on Saxlingham. I'm trialing it out, hoping it'll work okay. Understand you've had some issues with it. Might just wander down and just see how much milk cows produce between milk times. It'll give me an idea of the yield. I'm afraid I had to go with the JD side by side because it was the only one available that was fully enclosed. And I didn't feel like running around the farm in winter time in an open side by side. Like I needed to have a enclosed side by side. So Jays, I think I've noticed what you've said about the animals disappearing. I'm hoping it's just visual and doesn't actually affect the numbers in the field. Double check that actually. 30, 30, so that's good. They haven't dropped down. Put in 30, I think that's what I put in. $150, yep, I think that's about right. And it's the Bellin Road now. Yeah, I can't remember how many that takes, but I think it's about 130, 150. So the idea is during the warmer months, the cows are out in the fields. And then come the colder months over winter, they come into the sheds and we'll feed them in the sheds with TMR. I might try out that milk distribution mod and use it out in the fields here. I've just got to do some testing on it. I haven't had a chance to test it to see how it all works. Okay, so 632. Be about 1260 tomorrow morning. And this one is 1251, so that'll be 2000. Yeah, just over 2,500. Probably going to be about yield of about yeah, nearly 4,000, I think. That'll be more than the butter factory can handle. You'll have some coffee and a decent map to play what works. Hey, Farm Roland, welcome in. FS Farmer is a sell point for milk at the animal dealer. Oh, I have a bit of surplus milk to have to sell, so that will be handy to know. And these guys really go through the feed. Just try them on pasture and see how they go, whether they decrease in health or not. Not wanting to sell them at the moment, so if they lose health it won't matter too much. yeah, we've sort of got this area fenced off here so the you can get the calves into the unit here. Come in there. Pretty good lot of straw in here. And this is sort of like the machinery area, so they're all set up for winter time. But yeah, this is our calf raising pen for winter time. No, it's not. It's just the standard wire fence that came with the game. Ugsy's actually going to have New Zealand. We have. It's common for us to have a 7-wire fence with battens on it. So you have the strainer posts like that, but in between them is battens to stop the wires from spreading too much. So and usually the posts aren't as close together as this. You know, it's sort of like it'd probably be every second post would be pulled out and there'd be battens running in between. And I think that's sort of the look he's going for. So yeah, but the gates are a mod. They're a nice gate. They open nice and wide. Do have to be careful how you place them. I couldn't have got that one any more perfect, to be honest. Agree. Tea is on. Yeah. Hey, it's going to cost me a fortune in wages. And lime. Not too bad. I have got some barley that I can sell. UK is normally like 4 to 6 inch mesh. Yeah, we don't really have mesh fences over here. They're my own placed pens there, farmhand Andy. And the fences. So I wasn't 100% happy with the cow shed that Farmsim Brisco had put in. I didn't really want one with a paddock on it. and I wanted a fairly big shed, you know, to take a large amount of cows that didn't have a paddock on it. So for winter time, they come in here for winter time, and summertime they go out into the fields and you know, live their happy cow lives in the fields. So this calf rearing pen is a nice little mod. Takes about 30 calves, so it's quite good. Good about these little fellas, if they run out of food and they get 0 health, it's not really going to matter, they're still going to grow. And we're still waiting for this to produce some. Yeah, so yeah, we haven't even got half a pallet yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put a light up here somewhere. A light here? Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, can't see much at the moment. But hey, I'm going to have to call it a night there, guys. It is 11 o'clock my time, and it is work week. Got work tomorrow, so I will be having to wake up for that. But thank you to everyone that's been here. Thank you to everyone that's hit the like button. Do appreciate it. What's the total we've got so far? 25 likes. That's on just on the horizontal stream. Not too sure what we've got on the vertical stream. But that's absolutely awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone that dropped in. Everyone that's hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. 1,309 subscribers. Thank you all so much. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to see more, feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it, be my guest. But until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.